Hi, my name is Teresa Quant, and today I would like to talk to you about using digital escape rooms in the classroom. There are lots of different types of digital escape rooms. Ones that I like best either involve Google Forms, which you don't actually have to have a classroom Google account to use because you can just share the link to your students, Google Slides, or PowerPoint. Now, why should you use digital escape rooms in your classroom? First of all, there's zero prep. If you've ever used a physical escape room in the classroom where there's lots of pieces where the students are touching, you know how hard it is to put that together and how much time it takes to put those pieces and those games together. A digital escape room takes out all the prep, but still leaves all the educational learning and fun that the students have. Digital escapes can be used for distance learning in a virtual classroom or in-person learning. They're engaging. The students will love the bright colors and the different puzzles that they have to solve. They're great for a team building activity. Escape rooms are a wonderful way for students to work together and learn how to be a partner with other students or how to be a team player. Students also will practice lots of problem solving skills. They're easy to implement. You honestly just click and go. You aren't spending, hours or even lots of your time just putting little pieces together. Even when it's done, putting it all back together. You don't have to do any of that. It's very easy. You just click and go. The kids also love the technology component. Kids these days are really good and intuitive when it comes to technology, and it's something that they love to use, and they will be using technology their whole lives. So it's a fun way to implement technology into your lessons. Also, these digital escape rooms are very educational. And while students are having fun, they're also learning core skills that they need to learn in different standards for the year that they're being taught and reviewed. Now, how do you play these different escape rooms? I want to show you a few samples, so let's go over it now. All right, I want to show you the different types of escape rooms that I have and that are you can use that are digital in your classroom. So this first one is a Google form, and this is a third grade, but I have these types of games for third through fifth grade. So this is the version or the view that you see as the teacher, where I call it edit mode because you can come in here and on yours, you can edit the typing part and you can also see all the different answers. But to share with your students, you will send it to them with either a link or in your Google Classroom. But let's go ahead and see the preview mode and see what students see. So this is what students will see when they play, and they will type in their name. And as they go to the next question, they'll be here and they'll ask their question. Oh no, the zombies are coming. So they're going to have to answer the question here. Calculate the sums for the three problems above. Order the sums from least to greatest below to escape the zombies. So here I've already answered the question for you and we've put it in the blank space. But if you were to put the wrong answer in and you tried to submit it, keep working, it's not going to work. So you need to make sure you have those correct answers. Then students just hit next and they're able to go to the next question. So with this puzzle, each number has a different symbol and they decipher what that symbol is to decode the question. So here our answer just is 500. And then we have our next question, and I'm going to go ahead and just put the answers in so we don't actually go through the whole game. But Zane the zombie read a book with 321 pages, then he read another book with 217 pages. How many pages did Zane read altogether? Well, we'll go ahead and put our answer, 538, in our box there and click next. And students will progress through the escape until they reach the end of the game. Now, another type of fun digital escape room is on Google Slides. I'm just going to wait for it to load here. So this is a sample that I have of this haunted house game. Enter if you dare, click the door to play. So you're not going to play in present mode with these games. What you're going to do is as you click, it's going to come up with a hyperlink of a slide to go to. So they're going to go to slide 2. And here they'll say that they're trapped in a haunted house and they need to escape, and they have to solve all the questions and find the ingredients for the witch's brew to escape. So they're going to click the spider to continue, and they'll go to slide 9. And that will be their very first question that they need to answer. So to answer these questions, they're going to decode this secret message. And you can see that the 4 represents the eyeball. So they're going to click and drag a 4. The candy corn represents a 2. The moon represents a 9. And the witch's hat represents a 7, and they are rounding it to the nearest 1,000. You can see here in the question. So the nearest 1,000 here is going to be 4,000. So then they'll click and drag the ghost to complete their answer. And they'll do that for both the rounding questions. And then remember that they have to find parts of the witch's brew to escape. So they're going to look under these pumpkins. Nothing under that pumpkin. Oh, good. They found a purple potion. So when they click on the spider here to continue, they'll be taken to the screen that says, oh, great. The witch's brew will be finished in no time. You found some purple potion for the brew. Click the cauldron to continue, and they'll go to the next slide. And the next slide is going to be another type of question to solve. And these ones, it says that the question is buried under the cobwebs. So they're going to have to delete the cobwebs to find their questions and to also find the next ingredient for the witch's brew. Then they can insert a text box after they solve and answer the question. Then they click the spider to continue. Oh, and then the witch's finger is there to continue. And they will continue to play with the game. Now with this one, the candy corn is all jumbled up, and it's not, these numbers don't add up to the right sum. So they're going to have to figure out what the sum is and put it in the right order. And then they can look behind the door for the pumpkin. You can see that these numbers move. So they're going to have to put the add-ins in the right place to get the right answer to the question. Then they'll click the spider, to continue. Now what's great about Google Slides is they can just hit the back button if they make a mistake, and it gets back right where they need to. Hit the cauldron to continue. And here we go. For this one, the students are going to put they're going to have their last answer, what was the sum from the previous question, and they're going to put it here. And they're going to then subtract and click and drag the spiders here, and then they can delete some of these spiders to find the next witch's brew potion. And this game is fun, and students love all the different pieces of it that they work through. And this one, they have to click and drag just click the correct skeleton to get the answer. Let's see, is this the answer? No, it's not. So they'll try again. Obviously, students are going to actually work through the answers, and I'm just clicking to show you till we find the correct answer. Oh no, it's the last one we chose. Let's see here. Excellent. And they'll just keep going. So that's one way that another escape room works. And when they're all the way done, they'll come to the finishing end here. And, they found all the ingredients of the witch's potion. They'll help you escape the haunted house. By drinking the potion, you'll be able to use the witch's magic and escape the haunted house on her broom. Click the cauldron to continue. And then they escape the haunted house. So that's a lot of fun. And then another type of escape room is also on Google Slides. And I'm just going to show you the Google Slides version, but it also is on PowerPoint. So if you don't have Google Classroom, then you can use the PowerPoint. And the teacher here will put a time limit. They might say, okay, the students have 30 minutes, or that's not a lot of time. I'd maybe give them at least 45 minutes to escape. And then what they're going to do, set your timer for 45 minutes to find all the monsters and make it out in time. So they're going to start here, and they're going to decode their problem. This looks like it's a 5th grade game. They're going to click and drag the numbers to decode their questions. So we have 5,037 times by 4. Then they'll go ahead and type their answer here, and then they'll do it on the next one. When finished, they'll slide over. Oh, they found the first monster. They found Frankenstein. Then they'll go to slide 2, and they'll continue on to all the different escapes. I really like this next one. They're going to use a flashlight and place it over the correct answer. So 4 times 10 to the 4th power is not 400. It's not 40. Oh, it's not 4,000. It's 40,000. And then they'll keep the flashlight on the correct answer. And they'll go through. So for this escape, there's lots of fun different escapes. In fact, I also like this one where they're putting the puzzle pieces together. And so they'll have to solve the questions to put the right answers together. And it's a little puzzle piece that they are putting together to solve this escape. And I'm not going to put the whole puzzle together, just so you kind of get the idea that this is a puzzle that they're putting all together to solve that escape. And there's a couple of them like that. And when they solve an escape, congratulations, you found all the monsters and escaped the haunted house. And there's a lot of different escapes that I didn't go over here. I just wanted to give you a brief overview. But there's lots of fun digital escapes that you can do with your class that require zero prep, and they're fun and they're engaging and they review lots of great skills. So think about getting one of these for the month of October, or even I have them for November, December, all through the entire school year. So make sure to check out all of these fun escape rooms in my TPT shop or on my blog. Thanks. All right, now you might be wondering, how can you implement these escape rooms in the classroom? First, you can use them as a review before a math test. Now, I say math test because the samples I showed you were all math related. But if the game is language arts or spelling or vocabulary, then obviously you can use it before that type of test. They're great to use in your different center rotations. You can just have it as one of your math centers for the day that students stop at, because the games can be played individually or as a group or as a partnership. The games are great to be played either as a whole class, in groups, as partners, or individually, like we've said before. You can use the games before a holiday or as a fun reward activity. I think it's great to use these games if it's Halloween-based or if it's a different holiday-based, to use that day of your class party, but before the party starts. So it's still fun for the students that day, but they're learning and practicing standards, and it's not just a day that gets lost in all the flurry and fun, because they're still learning and reviewing different standards. You can use the game for an engaging lesson, so students hardly even realize they're working because they're trying to escape the situation. And so they really enjoy trying to solve those puzzles and escape. Now, if you have any questions on how you can use a digital escape room or escape room in your classroom, please contact me, because I would love to help. Either drop a comment on this blog post or video, or go ahead and shoot me an email, because I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, I hope you have a great time in implementing these fun digital escape rooms into your classroom.